Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, let's go through the ChatGPT search functionality introduced by OpenAI yesterday, October 31st, 2024. There was already the search functionality, or let's say web search functionality in the ChatGPT before also, but now it is the enhanced version. The video will proceed is I will first go through this post briefly and we'll jump into the ChatGPT interface itself and see how the functionality works. And there is a catch also that you can use this already in the free versions also, although they say that it is going to be rolled after some time. And also I will show you two different platforms which does similar kind of things, and you can also do the web search from that particular platform also. Let's get started. Okay, this is the website as I was mentioning before introducing ChatGPT search. You can see now there is this search icon appeared in the chat interface where you can go and search the internet. That's what it means, right? Here it says that okay, search will be available at chatgpt.com as well as our desktop and mobile apps, all ChatGPT Plus and team members. There are different tiers, whatever you want to call it, in ChatGPT, right? So now it is available for Plus and Teams users, as well as short GPT waitlist users. Access today, enterprise and edu users will get access in the next few weeks. We will roll out to free users over the coming months. It says free users over the coming months, but I was able to use it in the free version of ChatGPT. We are designed to get you to the better answer. One interesting part here is that we have partnered with news and data providers to add up-to-date information and visual designs for categories like sports, news, and maps. So they have done some kind of partnership. I don't know how this will enable in the future to do the search, because how the SEO, because there is a discussion already going on, like okay, what kind of information will be provided in the interface if they partnered with some providers. Isn't it kind of biased already that you will just get the answers from those providers only, because it will be first maybe going through that places and searching the answers. They are partnered with them and saying that to add up to date information. But if it works, if it is fine, then okay, but I don't want to go to that part right now. But you can see that there is the weather, stocks, sports, news, and maps here. Go straight to the source. That's the main functionality of having the web search, so that you can go do some search, get the answer, and also it will provide you the source from where it is taken. When the ChatGPT was introduced 2022, long time ago already, there was this credibility issue from where it is taking the answer and so on, and there were some other platforms arising to solve those issues. And now ChatGPT itself, or let's say OpenAI itself, is doing this thing. There is competition happening, but then it's good for us as a user, because we can just use the platform, the one that we like the most and provides the authentic, or let's say the good informations, or which is not biased information, let's say in that way. So yeah, you can also go and read. I'll provide the link in the description of the video, and yeah, all the different things are here and how it works and what comes next, right? The search model is a fine-tuned version of GPT-4o using novel synthetic data generation techniques, including distilling outputs from OpenAI 01 preview, right? So you can see how they have done this. And there is also this thing called ChatGPT Search leverages third-party search providers as well as content provided directly by our partners. Thanks to feedback from the GPT prototype, we brought the best of the GPT experience into the ChatGPT. That is how things work in the company, right? You roll out something, you get feedback out of it, and then you implement that into the product. That is really good of them. So now let me jump to the ChatGPT interface itself. This is the UI, and now, by the way, this is the team version. So here you can see I have different models, and now I am in this GPT-4o, and as you can see here, this is the attachment. Now there is the thing called search the web. If I click here, it turns into blue, and then there is different things asking here, and here is Strictly Come Dancing, News, Today UK, Kamala Harris, Big Brother. I think they just source and they provide the trending ones. As you can see here, this arrow is shown here. So now you can just search anything. Let's say recent news from OpenAI itself. News from OpenAI. Now you can see it is searching the web. Okay, OpenAI has recently introduced several significant developments. Search feature on October 31. meaning that it's quite fast also. Just ask the question, it went through it. You get the references already in the paragraph itself. So how they have done is in the paragraphs end, not in the middle of the sentences. This is coming from the words, this is also from the words, this is also from the words, this is from ARS Technica. So you can see it is taken from different sources. And now this is the sources. At the end, if you click the source, it shows on the side what are the different sources it is taking from. And here there are many sources. As you can see, it just shows some of the ones, but here you can see all the different information. It's good because if you click here, it will take you to the website. That is one way we know where the data is coming from. This is really good. This is how you can sort. It's up to you to search. This model does not support search. So I can go to the new. One thing that I find interesting is here you can see this is the GPT-4. If I go here now to maybe let's say more models, GPT-4 legacy, you can see there is just the attach file functionality, but then there is blurred, meaning that in my opinion, if it is blurred, we cannot use it. I don't know why, but you can see here I will just say recent news from OpenAI. It is doing the search. Here you can see I didn't even allow it to do the search, but it went through it. OpenAI introduced new embedding models and so on. You can see the search is already enabled and you can see the sources from here. What I see here is this is not that advanced as what they have introduced October 31. So it even shows the source results. That is what I mentioned before also. There was already the source functionality, but they introduced this one with the enhanced version of it. Now let me switch to the free version. They said that free version does not have this functionality, right? But I hope what they mean is not the advanced functionality probably, because it works with the free version. Let me switch to the free version. This is the free version, meaning that here I just have this ChatGPT, Auto and these things. I don't have other models, right? And here there isn't anything to do the web search. But again, if I just go here and say recent news about OpenAI, the search it still does the web search. And you can see here, it is providing all the resources, the words, Yahoo Finance and so on, the resources. So I don't know, it's working for the free version. Maybe they rolled out under the hood for the free users also already. As you can see, similarly how it works for the previous one. That is fantastic. Just give a try. I don't know if I'm using free and pro, so it is kind of having some kind of sync between that, but it shouldn't be the issue, right? That's great. Just go there, ask the questions. Now you can even have the resources and so on. But this source functionality was already there. After the introduction of this, there was the discussion that this is killing Google search and this is also killing Perplexity. There is already one tool called Perplexity, which is doing exactly the same thing. Their business model is exactly the same, because before there was no web source kind of functionality. Perplexity was born as a startup, and what it does is they have said also that okay, where knowledge begins, next level search engine, meaning that it was kind of introduced in the beginning. Okay, this is the replacement of Google search or so on. How it works, I have created video before also, but here you can see it says search anything and where knowledge begins and so on. There is the pro version also of this, where you can have 5 searches, reloads every 4 hours. By being a free user, you can use the pro functionality, meaning it uses dedicated models. And if I go to the pro version, that's fine. I can search whatever I want. Let's say the recent news about OpenAI, the same question I asked there. And now here you can see the OpenAI has recently introduced this OpenAI web search capability. And October, okay, Thursday, and the feature is initially available to paying subscribers starting Thursday, November 1, 2024. It turns out this OpenAI aims to improve this compliance with Google, competing with Google. As you can see here, I said you addressing this. So it gets all the informations from everywhere, and then here it has these search images, also search videos, generate image and so on for the pro words. What I'm trying to show you here is the Perplexity, which was doing the same thing. For me, at least the UI for Perplexity is much intuitive and it's easy for me to try. The reason might be that I'm using this for some time now. similar to how ChatGPT was introduced. Although there are many other platforms, people still want to go to ChatGPT because that was firstly introduced. The UI looks great, and so on, right? But still, you can switch here and there. But now GPT has its own search engine. Maybe you can stay on the same platform and do all the searches. This is one thing, but there is one additional feature of Perplexity. They just introduced the web search, right? All now they introduce web search. They can add whatever they want in their platform. It's up to them, right? If you see here in the Perplexity, there is this focus. If you click that, there is this web search by default selected. The thing that was in the ChatGPT's interface is this one, web search. But here they already have additional functionality. This is what I was referring to. If ChatGPT wants, they can also include this. I think they have already tested with web search. Why not with the others? But for us, it's good. They are competing against each other. Probably it's good for us. Why this is good is because let's say that I want to have the video, or maybe I want to have these sorts for discussions and opinions and so on. Let me go to the social. Now I can ask the same thing, right? If I say recent news about OpenAI, and now it will just point to the social post. It provides the answer, of course, because it knows from where to take the answers. But if you see the links, it is mainly referring to Reddit. You can see here, meaning that today in AI and machine learning, ChatGPT launches. So what it does is it restricts the search into just the social media, and it seems that it just goes to Reddit. I don't see any other platforms like LinkedIn or Twitter or X. Now they call it X. So it's just doing from Reddit. But if you just want to have some other functionality, let's say you are just searching for a video, you can just go to the video and say LangChain, right? So you will just get the video links to the LangChain. So that is how it works. Just give a try for this one also. And there is one additional resources also, and that is from the Hugging Face, the HuggingChat. That is also where you can go and use the web search tools. And by the way, there are already many tools. For example, here, if you see, this is the UI. I'll provide the link in the description. If you go here, it's already image generations, calculator, web search. This is what I chose before. But you can see by default, there is no web search. But you can go to the tools and go here and do the web search. Here you can say recent news about OpenAI. Search the web. And here the models that is being used is just the open source models from the Hugging Face, right? So you can see that it provides the information. Is launching a ChatGPT powered search engine that could compete with Google and affect the flow of internet traffic. This. Okay, all the different things are shown, and also it took some information from these particular sources, meaning that there are now different platforms that you can do it. It's up to you which one you want to use, which provides the better answer for you, and so on, right? As I said before, you can choose which model you want to use from this. So it is using Meta Llama 3.170b instruct by default, but you can just go here and choose different models. Going back to the introductions to this page. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show you in this video. New things are coming up in the AI field. There is going to be a web search in the ChatGPT interface itself when it was first introduced, right? But things moves on. There is new competitors appearing, which says, okay, there is no functionality in the ChatGPT. Now we have provided this. And what ChatGPT or OpenAI does, it just introduced that functionality, and people will be discussing, okay, this many startups are killed now, and so on. This is the flow, how the technology evolves. Many things evolve, but for us as a user, we can choose different platforms which gives us the best value of those particular platforms, right? So yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you find helpful. Go there, search for it. Now it's even better. You get the resources, go to the resources, read more, implement in your daily work and whatnot. Okay, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.